righty, guys. Before we quite get started, I gotta make sure that I wasn't like being stupid and that I was accidentally streaming. Yes, streamings this morning. No, that was stupid of me. Okay, guys. So I had accidentally hit the streaming button first when I accidentally hit Transport Fever 2. I was thought that I was recording for YouTube when I was actually live streaming on Twitch. So basically today, as we kind of wait for it to load, I'm gonna check up on this to see if I accidentally streamed last episodes. Um, yeah, I did a boo boo yesterday, guys. So I will explain to you guys what we started with, and this will be the true first episode because I started yesterday. I streamed in the wrong location. Uh, I'm gonna hate today because on top of today, I am basically gonna tell you guys that I am not excited for the elections today because first off, my state elections, I forgot to change my political party. You get that. You get the drift for that. Anyway, because I really don't like the because I really don't like who's running in office in this day and age. Because there's two things. One, you guys should already know this by now. If you are a trans person, go and support those who support you. Don't go and support a Republican because a Republican's not going to support you. Don't go out and vote because you're a Democrat because the Democrat's not going to support you. Okay, it's basically coming back down to it is you gotta vote with your mind. Not all Republicans are gonna support you. Not all Democrats are gonna support you. For me, I'm gonna tell you right now. I said if you are in South Dakota and you guys, I know I'm voting today when this is after this is done. So I don't know if this video will be out right away, but because I did make a boo boo. Episode 1. I had recorded on YouTube and I had done a boo boo in recording because I thought I was recording and I was actually live streaming. I wish that recording was above the live streaming. So I had live streamed this whole thing yesterday when I didn't mean to live stream it. So basically, yesterday, the video that I started prior to recording, basically we were working on getting people from oil down to here, and we already started with trains, in the vicinity, going to High Human. Now, I thought about doing it here where we could have dropped it. They're dropping it off there. There, we could have had it where, oh, we pick up some people, take it down there, use the same track, use the same track, use the opposite side for people on that side, and just allow it to take people from point A to point B. Which, if we do so, So let's go to Min City. Let's configure this. Okay. So we got a new vehicle available to us. So that we can have gather 28 of those, and it's delivering 28. Basically, all I did was just have it reseat itself. Foshan oil well. That's a new thing that they added here, guys. In Transport Fever 2. So they are getting fuel down here. And you know what? We're going to come over here. And we manage the blue line here. We're going to add a minimum wait time of 20 seconds there. Just so that we can get a little bit more... They can get a little bit more going. Because there's like 176 of that all on that station. Just to give it a 20-second wait there, because I feel like that can only carry 7 and that can carry 14, which we should probably see if we can get this to improve. And we got a few stuff like a couple of steam locomotives. So like if we were to manage the vehicle, and that's what we would need to do, is to upgrade it there if we wanted to. Okay, and that one goes up in front. It still says it's Metacore. So, in order to keep it good standing, we would have to do this to get it to improve for it. But if we go into cargo, we modify U by adding that on. It's still Metacore, but if we can get this car added, add an additional car so that we can deliver 14 of those. I can deliver more of those down. I feel like we should... if we want... Because adding an additional vehicle to help... Oh, help. You know, that can carry 28 now, delivering a lot. And Kursk Oil Refinery, I feel like we could add a couple more cars onto this because they're going to be delivering it anyway to it and coming back. Whereas over here, transportation's not that much and shipment is not that good either. So okay, so let's add an additional 2 vehicles there. Add 12 vehicles there. An additional vehicle. Can we replace the vehicles at all? No, not yet. So we spent a little bit in expansion on a little bit of the... on a little bit of those vehicles to help improve on traffic flow and delivering. Because right now, we're only transporting 39%, and I'd like to be transporting at least a little bit more on that line. And so we're going to extend that by 14 there. And then I'll add 2 more onto this line. Because transportation's good, but its production and shipment is not. So add a couple more there to help improve on the transportation of it down to here. Which then produces sludge, which then goes down to the oil refinery. Anywho, allowing it to produce more and getting it shipped further. Because down here, we do only have 4 fuel, but we can... But we can carry... We can carry that. So, we got a decent thing going here. Now, can we go into buildings? No, can we go down here? I would like to have one We have one track there, and it will lead. And it will lead into a. It's only one because we're only having one. Anywho. And we're gonna passenger platforms. And then we'll put the medium track, we'll put that there, which will now accept passengers. And then okay. So we're just kind of preparing ourselves for creating that inevitable track. Basically, all we're going to do here is I'd like to see if we can okay. Because I'd like to see if we can keep it going. Well, and this might hinder a lot of the traffic flow. But I would just like to have one train to go around. So they can start transporting people going from one place to another. We'll apply for that for now. And then we'll just select all the ones that are bad for now. We'll just apply a little bit higher running cost on them. More maintenance. Oh, coal mine too. What's the railroad is what's costing us the most, and that's why I got rid of a lot of that. Apply a running cost on them. Because what I'm thinking over here, we go. Let me drop that down to 10 seconds. Just to allow 10 seconds to travel time instead of I said there's not a lot of wait time here now. Yeah, we're only spending a little bit on that bridge so that people can, you know, two-way there. So we are making money, guys. It might be a new industry was founded in Sarabia Construction Materials, Plant 2. Let's drop it there. Instead of 20 seconds, I put it down to 10 seconds over here. Because that way, at least there's, they drop all that off. And then it gives them at least 10 seconds to fill things up if they need to. But it doesn't hold for too long. Like, it gives them about 10 seconds to get them some stuff to do. But if they don't come back fully functional, basically, going trains right off the bat is probably not the best idea. But as you can see, we are dropping our... Once we do, we will be upgraded. Once we have the money, we'll upgrade. We'll replace the ones that are bad on all the other stuff. The trains will be the ones that will come last. So we are slowly getting our monies back if we just let the simulation run for a while. And that's pretty much basically a lot of what goes on in the game is you're sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting for money to pour in. Another coal mine. Oh, you freaking autosave. It doesn't get the full load though. Transport's good, but the production is not. It'll search you up again. Let's allow a little bit better of switching of times. Yeah, we lost a little bit of cash doing that, but that's alright. At least it'll give it a little bit more time. it picks up a little bit of that oil and it takes it back, which I'm very fine with, but it's just, I feel like that fuel drop, I'm gonna, any one that is Metacore on this one and that one, I'm gonna drop 2 off on that, because to be honest with you, we're not sending enough down that way anyway. So what's the whole point in having, dropping a 1 off, dropping a couple off on there, just to kind of allow for a little bit of savings. Like, those don't need it as much as the rest of them do. So I feel like, sitting here showing you guys that this is what I did, um, is that I sat here for a little bit when I started the first episode, quit the episode when I recorded, when I went live. It actually was on Uno, and I got stupid and realized that I was streaming in the wrong category on Twitch. Sometimes I do that. If you're not paying, like, yeah, they get 8 now, but I think getting rid of a couple should still end up helping in the long run down that way. Because I don't think we need to have, I should have only maybe dropped 1 off on that, but it will take us some time before we do get back down to the positive again, to where we can start replacing some of these vehicles. And maybe by then, even our trains are starting to become Metacore, and we're at a high maintenance already on them. So, it's kind of, the thing is if you're gonna do trains, do it properly. I kind of wish that, don't do trains right away. Wait until you're able to get to trains. And this is going to go back full. I just love that train whistle. That's my favorite thing about this game. Very nice. We are starting to get that point to where we might be able to replace some of these vehicles soon. Might take us a little while before we do. Okay. Yay! We're making money. We're actually getting out of debt. Oh, let's start with the line that's right here. like I said, we're going to place the ones with a very bad reputation on it first. But I feel like that about the Drunsky and the Russian class F. Ferrero. Okay, and then we take off and we're gonna replace these ones here soon. Horse-drawn slide stakes. Now they do have a little bit more in an emission. But if we can replace a lot of these vehicles, you're still Metacore. You are also Metacore. So replace the ones that are bad to becoming a good set. As much as we can. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit, but we did replace a few things. Waiting to get us some more stuff. Like today's just sitting here, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in games like this. You know, you're sitting here for time and time again, waiting for vehicles to come by. You know, let's start by. Oh, replay, replay. We'll start by replacing. We'll start by replacing. See, yeah, like the Frotanic. Like, yeah, there is no way that we're gonna use ships on this map. It's mostly it's got like lakes. It's not. It's because if we can start by replacing these with start replacing them from Metacore. Because if we can start by replacing all of these ones that are Metacore, as we slowly do, I think we'll be able to start producing more and getting further in. You know, it's going to be that waiting game. And I know I'm not talking as much, but look, if there's a game that you guys really want me to play, please let me know in the comments because, you know, it's the best way to help me out. I'm not gonna be there every step of the way and I'm saying, okay, I want to play this game or I want to do this. I remember this channel is going to be mostly focused on management games. If there's a management game that you think that I should be playing, please let me know and we'll try to get into it as best as we can. So if we can just do a slowly replacing these with this. We'll turn you down to high maintenance. We'll turn you down from high maintenance. Take high maintenance off, since we don't need the high maintenance on this set anywho, because we're replacing them. Why should we put in high maintenance on any of these vehicles? You know, when in a game, when you look at games out there, you know, guys, I'm gonna be done playing um software. I mean, Surviving Mars and Software Inc. I kind of fell into Surviving Mars, and I'm like, not as kind of pretty as I want it to be. Because, you know, okay, so basically, I'm going to let you guys know that this is going to be, the first episode is going to be boring. I know, but the next few episodes, I'm just going to let the game run for a little bit. We did just unlock some new locomotives. I would see if we can maybe upgrade our locomotives at some point. Just the locomotives itself, but not the tanker cars and stuff. Just the locomotives to pull further into processing. Oh, so close! Thank you! Okay. All those are got done. Now it's going to take 225 to replace all of these. So if we can slowly replace a lot of these vehicles now, slowly letting them, you know, slowly changing them out, you know, I actually think we should. Okay. So if we can start by looking at, we've got this steam. We got the steam multi-unit. Okay, so we got some more steam locomotives. JGR type. So we got some steam locomotives are starting to come out. Okay, no. Because what I wanted to do... And that's going to modify that to put that at that price. You know, this Russian class PV... No, we could go... You know, they consider that a multi-unit. Right now... That is still actually, it's only 5 miles per hour, but it can pull a lot heavier stuff. This is a 66, but see, this can pull... So I think we'll be able to modify. See, we even got more JGR locomotive stuff. So like, do we have other... We still got the tanker car. Place the vehicle. Let's just replace the entirety of the vehicle itself. Add you, and then we will go and add... So 4 makes it Metacore, 3 makes it this much, but it can go a little bit faster on a good capacity. And it would run at 50 miles kilometers per hour. Anywho, and that's just pulling more, that's just giving us to pull more, anywho. Anywho, I would rather... which that's going to be 567 on this vehicle. I know I said we would go for the other ones, but maybe we allow, because they can only pull 50 anywho. They can only pull 50 kilometers anywho, and so that's what it would be doing. Because if we can have it where it's 4 is Metacore, then that's okay with me. You know, if we can have it 60 miles an hour, that's going to help improve on ourselves when we upgrade the tanker cars later on. You know? So we got one that's better. All of those are pretty good and sizable. I'm going to replace even these 2 good ones. Even those 2 good ones, because I feel like getting that to replace is probably a better idea to replace them now while we have the opportunity. Now, we still have to be able to pay off this loan. So, any chance that we are able to pay off the loan, to slowly start paying that off and start going back down to pay nothing, will help us in the long run in general. So we'll take those 2 off and we'll just leave okay, so then we can slowly and then we'll work on changing Russian class OB, and then we got the Pultlov. It's got more power. Let's go with that variant and add you there. We don't need, if we can, we're not moving a lot of stuff from point A to point B. Right now, if we can just get a better train setup for both of them, that's going to be better in the long run. that says it's Metacore. But it's got a little bit more. No, we could even do that, and that's got even more traction. That's even a little bit more expensive. But I would like to stick these two trains as the same train going through and about, because when we do, that's just gonna feel like it's $5.79 for this. So we're making some good headway. When we start getting a little bit more where we can get more better tankers connected to each other and move less. It still shows that it's Metacore even with that. So I don't really want to throw that in here. The only time I would throw that in here is selected a vehicle, and then attractive effectiveness. Ooh. Okay. Right now, train 2. If we can get a good rating on all 4 of them at a little bit of a higher polling speed, you know, we don't want Metacore stuff in general, guys. Take that from somebody who's played a little bit of this. So guys, I'm gonna get off as soon as we're able to modify it to make sure that we have good stuff going for us. And Hoichi is getting, we need to work on getting goods delivered, which that goes into there, which then goes into tools, which that is needed in Krenswalk. Anywho, so what we can do is we'll send that to there, which then that can go down to here. And then back. And then we basically have one that goes from there to there and then back and then do that exact same thing. So we're still going to need a truck station here, anywho. Okay? We're still going to need a truck station there. We're still going to need one to drop off and to pick up. So basically we only really need one, but I'm going to do 2 here anyway. And then we only know right platform. Let's go with 0, 1. Because that way then we can get tools over in that city. Yeah, I know. I know. We'll get it. We'll get it connected. Don't worry. And then we'll come down over here. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna put a road depot. So that we can just, it's gonna basically, we're starting to kind of get this thing. So now we finally are able, new line, okay? Ho Chi Minh City North, down to the Hawaii City transfer. So this is Ho Chi Minh. So this is going to be. Oh, we unlocked some more vehicles for it. So we're starting to unlock a lot of different vehicles for that stuff because it's that time of the season. So we're gonna now we need to rename this one to Ho Chi CC CC Wood. Okay, this is Ho Chi CC Wood Lumber. Well, Ho Chi CC Wood to Mill. A forest. We'll just call that one the wood. And then we'll call that one will be called wood, and then we'll planks for the other one. So then we're gonna create a new line that goes from Ho Chi Minh City Transfer down there, which then the city west. Okay. Which now that's going to allow for the goods to come down here, which this is now going to be called Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi CC planks. Okay. Now we are going to need because I found this out. We're going to need another train station over here as well. So let's go over to buildings. We just need a cargo end stop, which we're only going to put one here because, or two. But we're going to be cross-talking with a lot of the other, with other trains. So we might create like a, That's at the end of it, but we can always go back further if we need to. If we need to. And I'm thinking... And I'm actually... I don't think we need to go big with this one either. Okay, so that's going to be on the other side of this, which is not what I really want, to be honest with you. So let's configure this. Let's go platforms. Let's go put the cargo. We're going to swap them out. Put the cargo platform there. And then we'll clear it on that side of the... And then... Platform cargo buildings. With a mini small size, and then can we just put a small one on that other end there? I thought we were gonna need 2 here, but we won't. So we only need 1 there because we're only dropping stuff off. So now we also need... Now, guys, I'm going to leave this there for today. If you guys want to see more of this, remember, hit that like button, hit that beautiful subscribe. Remember, some of that I will probably cut out. We're just sitting here waiting to get money, and we finally got money to start making more dividends. We're starting to get tools. We're going to get the other side that needs tools. We're going to start doing that. We're going to start allowing to get somewhere. So, but before I do sign off, guys, we're going to save this under the Season 2 Asia modded, because the fact of the matter is this is episode 1, this is not episode 2. If you guys want to see more, remember, hit that like button, hit that beautiful subscribe, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow. So yeah.